Hi friends, David here from Above AVL and Learn Christmas Lighting. And in this video, we're going to talk about troubleshooting and repairing bad pixels. So, have you ever had this happen? You just set something up, your show's been running, and there's a spot where data stops, lights are lighting up through, some number pixel, and then after that, it's out. What do? We're going to dive in. So the very first thing, and we deal with this a lot at Above AVL when we're talking about warranty support, is if this is the first time you set something up, if you just push some new configuration or changed anything in your display, controller layout, etc. Even if you didn't, the first thing I would do is go take the string of pixels where you think something's not working right, move it to a port that has at least that many pixels configured and see what happens. There are also little pixel testers a lot of vendors have that you can plug in. These can be great as well. We just want to actually make sure there's data flowing through the whole string of pixels. There's so many times where we've sat down troubleshooting with somebody. They do a test like that. They're like, oh, I've got a bad lights, bad lights, bad lights. They go plug it in somewhere else that's configured for enough pixels, and voila, it works. Right. The worst thing that can happen, the most annoying thing, is when you go replace a pixel, nothing improves, and then you're like, what's going on? Then you figure it out, realize you didn't have to replace anything. But let's say the pixel is actually bad. And that's going to be one of two things typically, whether it's, a traditional pixel like these bullets, whether it's one of our NVGs, though these have a much lower failure rate than bullets. Typically, it's either going to be something failing with the previous pixel or the pixel itself. Sometimes you get a pixel that just is missing a color, right? So you got red, green, and blue. It's not making one of those colors, but it's making the other two. Then electronically, it's actually fine. It's just that the LED, failed. In that case, you don't need to replace the previous pixel, but anytime that data just stops, then, we're looking at this line of pixels here, right? And we go, hey, you know, data is coming in. It's going this way, right? It comes first to this pixel, and then it comes to this pixel, right? That's the order. Okay. If this pixel is out, then the problem could be here, but the problem could also be here. It could be the solder points coming out at the end of this pixel. So that's why it's always a good idea when you're replacing pixels, if it's, boom, data stops, it's a failure, and they go on. Then go ahead, replace the bad pixel and replace the pixel before. So how do you do it? Well, there's a number of ways to do it. We personally love CLICKITS, and that's why we sell them at Above AVL, among the other reasons. And now we have the CLICKIT pliers on our site too. These ones are actually nicer than the ones I got off Amazon personally years ago. And so that's why we appreciated those experience lights, guys. So to make a typical repair, you'll want two CLICKITS. Okay. You can also use like the Scotchlock UR2s. CLICKITS are more expensive than those. You can technically reuse the CLICKITS. I found out the other day. I knew you could reuse them by just prying them back open with a small screwdriver. But I found out the other day if your fingernails are long, you can do it with finger. And the fact is, the fact that you just cut the wire, don't have to separate them, makes it a lot easier. Soldering and other methods also work too. Okay. But CLICKITS are by far the easiest, simplest, quickest way. There's a reason why commercial decorators buy these by, the thousands, because it just saves time, saves frustration, makes your life easier. So how do you do it? Okay. Replacing a pixel with a CLICKIT is very easy. So what you're going to do is I'm going to start, we're just going to go for the sake of this demo to the other end of this string. Okay. So you're going to cut before the pixel. I like to go about halfway through the wire, okay, between the pixels. All right. And with the CLICKITS, it's very important that you are perpendicular, really nice, straight, clean cut, so that you cut and you've got a really nice clean cut like that. Then on the other side, I've actually already got this one. We're going to cut on the other side of the pixel, just like so. Nice, clean, flat, straight cut. Okay. The CLICKIT itself, very simple. Okay. We're just going to place it on the wire. You need to push the wire all the way down. And this is the key, is really going, and here, we're going to even zoom in some more. Okay. So it's insanely obvious, right? push it in all the way so that the wire is all the way into the teeth of the ClickIt. If you don't push it in all the way, it won't work. Last, take note of your wires. The dashed line is typically your data line, and of course, the direction the data is flowing, which is typically labeled on the pixel, or some pixels, like our newer NBGs, aren't labeled on the individual pixels. However, you can look at the string where the data starts, where it ends, and know which way it's flowing. Okay. With your replacement pixels, you have to make sure you replace them the same way because pixel data is indeed directional. So, once you've verified all those facts really quick, and honestly, that is the longest part of this, make sure you're pressed down really good. You then use the ClickIts tool to crimp down really nice. One side, two side, though you don't always need to do the second side, it does help. Okay. And then you're good to go. On the second side, then we'll be splicing this back into our string, but in this case, I'm just going to splice these two pixels together. Okay. We'll go ahead, insert that wire. I know it's hard to see because my hand keeps getting in the way of the camera. Straighten the wire out if you need to. Okay. The biggest key being that you had a nice straight cut of wire and that you press it all the way down into the ClickIt. Okay. You want to make sure between the two sides of the ClickIt that the wires line up. There, I inserted it the wrong way the first time, so I'm just going to pop it out, insert it again. Okay. At which point, we're ready to go. Crimp down the other side. And now we have a great ClickIt connection. Boom. This pixel is going to work. It's going to be repaired. And it's going to be there for you to keep your show running. And more importantly, when we use ClickIts, we're not soldering up on ladders or doing anything silly like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a brief tour if you're new to this on pixel repair. And if you are new to this, head over to learnchristmaslighting.com. We've got a free guide we want to get into your hands, help you not make the same mistakes I did when I first started in this and that we see so many people make. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.